Good day everyone, I am Mr. Mabag with Miss Ivia, Miss Demel, and Miss Chavez. We are here promoting genetic engineering technology with entitled Protecting Genetic Engineering Technology in Society. So let's talk about genetic engineering technology. So what is genetic engineering? Genetic engineering, or also known as genetic modification, is a scientific process where an organism is altered by adding, removing, or modifying the DNA. And now, let's talk about the genetic engineering role to the biodiversity and in the habitat.
So let's proceed to the roles of genetic engineering in biodiversity and habitat loss. First, we need to know the positive impacts of our biodiversity and habitat. So first is conservation of endangered species. Genetic engineering through gene editing and synthetic biology can perform genetic rescues to increase genetic diversity and resilience in endangered species, also exploring the extinction to bring back species, potentially restoring lost biodiversity and rejuvenating ecosystems. So second is improvement of crop biodiversity. Genetic modification creates resilient crop varieties, reducing the need for chemical inputs and promoting agricultural diversity by allowing a wider variety of crops in different environments. Habitat restoration. Genetic engineering aids habitat restoration through biomedication. So third is engineered organisms can clean up pollutants such as oil spills and heavy metals, restoring habitats and improving conditions for native species. So the last one is disease control. Genetic engineering also impacts disease control using gene drives. Gene drives can control invasive species or disease vectors, protecting native biodiversity and human health. Negative impacts is the unintended consequences. However, there are negative impacts like unintended illogical consequences that GMOs can disrupt an ecosystem and affect non-target organisms causing unforeseen consequences. Gene flow from GM crops to wild relatives can create hybrids that outcompete native, reducing biodiversity. So, ethical and social concerns. Ethical and social concerns also arise. Commercializing GMOs risks ownership issues of genetic resources, restricting access for indigenous communities and small-scale farmers. Adopting genetically informed crops can reduce agricultural biodiversity, making crops more vulnerable to pests and disease and diminishing the genetic pool. Then third is invasive species. There is a risk of GMOs becoming invasive. GMOs might spread beyond intended areas, potentially harming native species like that. And balancing these impacts requires careful consideration and regulations. So, effective monitoring, risk assessment, and inclusive decision making ensure that genetic engineering positively contributes to biodiversity and habitat conservation. So, in all So here's the biodiversity loss matters. There's a 68% of the animals and all of the statistics that significant cost of genetic engineering to our biodiversity and habitat. Diversity and habitat conservation. So, in all conclusion, genetic engineering holds promise for biodiversity and habitat loss, but responsible application is the key to save our biodiversity and habitat loss.
Engineering technology helps to solve a climate change by supporting environmental planning and monitoring by renewable energy. Genetic modification helps to prevent in climate change by reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Creates new innovation on how plants grow in new existing ideas. By having those positive outcomes, there are also negative outcomes. But what we are going to do? In negative outcomes, by having those aspects that eventually impacts our human health and rapid death of crops, wildlife, and livestock as well, we need to speak that more efficient use of raw materials and reduces using toxic materials. Role of genetic engineering technology in climate change. Revive survival, a sustainable agriculture, aid to expand our natural resources to make the best use of non-renewable resources, fertile soil, to sustain agricultural plant growth, and to serve a consistent yields of high quality, and also the clean environment. We all know that clean environment is the key for us to survive here in our planet Earth.
So now, what will we do to save our planet? So firstly, keep plant. Second, be aware in extinction. The last one is to protect all living organisms. So here are our genetic engineering technology sustainable development goals. So firstly will be discussed by Ms. Ibia.
Preserving habitats while building our own means designing human spaces in a way that minimize impact on natural environments, conserve biodiversity, and respect ecosystem needs. It involves sustainable urban planning, green infrastructure, and conservation efforts to maintain the balance between human development and environmental protection.
So for the next one is clearer and safer water, clean water. So with this one, we can use genetic engineering technology to clean up our water. How? Through the use of engineered microorganisms, like for example, genetically engineered bacteria and algae can be used or designed to break down pollutants and toxins in water, so we can have a clearer and safer water. So those are our sustainable development goals. And in conclusion, genetic engineering technology offers a numerous environmental benefits. So by addressing these environmental challenges, genetic engineering technology has the potential to promote a more sustainable and ecologically balanced future. So that's all. Thank you.